morning. This is Miss Donna, live from Wilmington, Delaware. I just wanted to tell you a small testimony story of something that has happened to me. And it's called, Is God Real? Is God really real? And I know a lot of you have questioned that or has run through your mind. Is God real? Or is that something people made up? Some mystical being. Is he really real? I know that's might have gone through your mind. Is God real? There was a point in my life, in my past, where all hell was breaking loose. Hey, Joy! Where all hell was breaking loose in my life. And I was going through so much persecution, so much mess, where I felt so unloved, so unwanted. I was going through low self esteem. I was going through people hurting me in the church. I was just going through mess after mess after mess. And this was a point in my life where people even told me that God didn't even love me, that God didn't care about me. And so I felt like, well, people coming against me and they act like they don't care about me and I'm not even doing nothing wrong. That's the thing. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. And people with these false prophecies, you got to be careful of who's speaking over your life, speaking false prophecies and mess over you. And I began to question, did God really love me? Did he really care about me? Or is this just I'm just unloved and worthless? You know what I'm saying? So one night when this all happened, and God knew in my heart that I was questioning everything, even down to, does he even love me? Because if he don't love me, what am I living for? Why am I here? If he don't love me, it's one thing that people don't love you or people turn their back on you. Relationships, but when God don't love you or God don't care about you, you feel worthless. You feel like nothing. So that night, this was years ago, and I went to sleep. I don't know if I cried myself to sleep or what, I can't tell you. But I know I was asleep. And I don't know if it was like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning. You know how before you wake up, and I have felt some words come over me. It was just 3 words. 3 words. I didn't say, I say come over me because that's the only way I know describe it. Describe it in human form. 3 words that came over me and said, I love you. Now, mind you, I was asleep for what I know it as sleep. I heard, I love you. I heard it, but the words were alive. I felt the words from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. And those words were alive. Like the words had a heartbeat in them. Like the words had blood running through them. I mean, alive. And when the words were spoken to my flesh, to my spirit, to my whole being, it felt like water running through me, rivers of living water that was alive. Just like if you touch water, you feel it. You know, water is real. Well, these words were real. I, I don't know how you touch the words, but the words were alive. And I heard, I love you. And I felt I loved you run through my whole being to where instant tears formed. I opened my eyes and I knew that I was still in this world, But those words were still on me. They were still on me. Not just words you hear like a mate say I love you, or girlfriend or boyfriend say I love you. You hear that. You may believe it or don't believe it, or it might be a little heartfelt or a little genuine, but I'm talking about a live word. You don't know nothing about that. We human beings have never experienced words that were alive. Alive. His words, God's words, became life to the believer. It's like a scripture says, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. That's why maybe the scripture came to life, because it felt like rivers of living water running through me, running through my body. And I can't even explain it in human form, what I'm telling you, what happened to me. But I'll tell you one thing. I knew God was real. I knew God was alive. And I knew he was alive in me. And I knew he loved me. He let me experience just that small portion of his love. Only 3 words. It's not like he had a long conversation with me. It was 3 words in my sleep that spoke to me. And it transformed. It just transformed me. I know God loves me. I know that I know that I know that God loves me. He let me feel his love. Just that one portion of his love, he let me feel it. If I felt that little bit of him, that tiny portion of his love, I felt it go through my body. It's indescribable. It's unreal, inhuman. I can't explain as far as this world. You know what I mean? Earthly love. You can't explain it like that because it's so vast. It's so much deeper than human love. It's so much more real and powerful than human love. I can't describe God's love just with them 3 words, but he let me feel his words. Instant tears. He is real. God's real. You may need to have a personal relationship with him. Maybe you got to hit rock bottom. Maybe you got to have something that comes up and happens in your life to where you question and want to know, does God love you? But he showed up in my life, and not once, many times, in different ways, where he showed up, even through healing my body, where I know it was God that healed me. Wasn't no medicine, wasn't no pill, wasn't on no medicine. You can't explain that. Where you know it's a God. I can tell you so many things that happened to me where I know there's a God. Things I just thought. I just thought something. And the phone rang. And somebody told me, I'm calling to tell you about what you're thinking about. And they told me, come on. God is real. His love is amazing. You will never ever find another love to compare to God's love. He's the originator of love. He's the creator of love. We can't love without experiencing where love really came from. We weren't born into love. We were born in a sin nature, born through our mother's womb. That's how we all came here, through a woman. And we all have that sin nature, the nature to do wrong, just like a little baby says, uh, uh, no. A baby learns early. And you don't have to teach a baby how to say no or how to do wrong. They naturally know how to do wrong. Don't the babies fall out? 1 and 2 years old falling out and having temper tantrums. A 3 month old can fall back and have a temper tantrum. You didn't teach them that. It's in them naturally. The sin nature is in the baby. It's in you. But you have to learn and be taught how to do right. How to do the right thing. You have to learn it. Learn it. So likewise, you need to learn God, who He is, who He really is. So when somebody comes to you and questions, is God real? Does He really love me? Then you'll know for yourself. Sure, get into the Bible and study it and read it. But you need a personal relationship with Him. So you will know for yourself whether or not He's real. And then you don't have to worry about what somebody else tells you. You'll know without a shadow of doubt that God's real. His love is everlasting. His love is what saved me. His love is what covered a multitude of my sins. His love was there when I didn't even want to live no more. His love was there when I was at my lowest. When I was a child and went through some things where I felt molested, abused, ridiculed, persecuted, you name it. And it was God that dealt with me as a child. That had to show up as a child with me to let me know I got you here for a reason, girlfriend. I ain't gonna let you die. I'm not gonna let you die. It looked like it, but I didn't. His love saved me. His love kept me down to the years. God is real. That's all this scope is about. Big and real, Donna. That's Donna's Love Scope, Donna. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my Periscope. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm real. But the God in me is real too. And He gave me comedy. I like joking and laughing, and I like telling y'all things about relationship drama because I've been in it. And some things I had to learn the hard way because you can be looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for it. I mean, in human form. You're looking for a man or a woman. You're looking for something still because you want the human touch. So I've been through it, hell and back. But there's no love greater than God's love. It can never be found. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the rest of my videos and clips that I do to inspire, to encourage, to make you laugh, to make you cry, to make you think. I cook sometimes, some meals, or I might show you a meal that I fixed, and just being me, by being real. We need more real people in this world. And this is who I am. So with that being said, I'm done. I hope you guys have a wonderful and amazing day. Always remember, something that I like to close with, I generally do, is just in me to say this. Don't let nobody steal your joy or your peace. You owe it to yourself to love yourself. You need peace of mind. It's nothing like peace. It's nothing like it. Let go of bitterness and hatred and who hurt you. Gotta let it go. Free your mind. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. All right, Miss Donna. Bye-bye.